Okay, Patreon supporters, this is going to be a commentary on my video, The True Story of the Rocket Firing Boba Fett. I want to thank everybody to share this video. I got over 1,000 views and it's been up, I don't know, a couple hours, more than a couple hours, 5-6 hours now, but still, that's really good. So let's do the commentary. I'll turn this down here. Okay, there, my face. We're in the same shirt. Look at that. That's weird. Not really weird, is it? But I didn't know to do this video if I was going to do video or just voiceover, because usually if it's a research video, there's a lot of information in the video, I'm going to do voiceover because it's hard enough me trying to do voiceover, me trying to read and edit around that and remember everything. It's easier for me to write it down and just read it into a microphone. But I wanted to put a little teaser there at me explain, because I figured people might see this video. I was like, oh, I know the real story. Some kid choked on something, on a toy, and they quit making it, because that's the myth that everybody thought, or what I always heard. So I wanted to put that little teaser in me at the beginning and kind of explain it, kind of catch somebody, catch new viewers. Because like me, I was going to do this video for a long time. I've been thinking about doing it, about the death of the kid that choked on the missile from the Battlestar Galactica toy. Don't you love that 70s picture right there of Christmas? But I actually didn't know this story was fake either until I started researching this one. And then it hit me when I was doing research on it that the timeline's not lining up. And then I read some stuff here and there that, hey, they canceled this Boba Fett before the incident with the Mattel Battlestar Galactica stuff. And you know, ever since I started collecting Star Wars stuff, I've heard they canceled it. They canceled Rocket Firing Boba Fett because of the kid and because of the lawsuits with Mattel. What you can see here in this video, that's not true. That Kenner couldn't get the Boba Fett past their safety standards when they kept trying to test it themselves. So it never got, by the time Mattel's issues started hitting in early December, Kenner had already stopped planning to make the spring-loaded Boba Fett. So that myth's out there. I know I've heard Steven Sansweep, and in fact, some guy on Twitter told me today they were just at the museum of Steven Sansweep, and they told a story there about how Kenner was going to release Boba Fett, but they didn't because of the stuff with Mattel and the Battlestar Galactica toys, which, again, not true. So I like it when I go into researching one of these videos here and I start writing it up, and I come to a different conclusion than even I thought. So I thought for sure I was just going to come in, talk about the problems here, why cancel. I thought I knew everything in my head already. It was just laying out the timeline of everything. But nope, surprised me. I didn't know that either. Now this second little story here really didn't, I guess it didn't need to be part of the video, but I thought it was an interesting story that ran into a little bit more detail about how the kid choked on the missile. So I thought it was a little fun to add in here also. The Eric kid. I needed to make the video a little longer too. I mean, we're only at about 6 minutes of this video here. And there's the label, the missile's not launching on the new box here, where you can see where they, and I know some people's calling me out on one of these names here. The probe right there, and this one right here, I said Raider. Actually, I did 2 clips of it, and I just cut out the wrong one. I knew I said it wrong, and I redid it, and cut out the wrong one when I was editing it, so sorry about that. Kenner's headquarters. I wanted to put this at the end of the video, so you kind of get, look at this cool guy from the 70s here. I wanted to put this at the end of the video, kind of, you know, I thought about starting with the Kenner stuff, because in the timeline, this all happens before December, so it makes sense, but kind of wanted, if you were going this video, I wanted you to be like me and think, I know this story. This is the same thing I know, or blah, 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 blah. Then you get down here to the end part about Kenner, and you start to realize, hey, maybe I didn't know all that. Maybe this is a lot different than I did. There's the L slot Boba Fett right there. As you can see, he's barely touched that, and that's going to pop that rocket off. There's the J slot, one you got to push down and over to get it to fire. That's the one that's painted to. It got that far in the stage, but only a couple were made to test, like I talk about here. And there's the, see that little piece of plastic right there? You can see it's about to break off in this test photo here from Kenner, and you can see it's about to break off, and that's why they just could never get it released. And that was on the back of the card also, and that's just another advertisement there for the drawing concept figure. And there's the original Boba Fett release right there, as you can see. the mechanism and the rocket's glued in. You can actually, if you hold that Boba Fett, the original Boba Fett, up to the light, you can actually see where the cut was, the L shape or the J shape was. Oh, look at that guy cutting those cards. I don't like that. Hold on real quick, guys. Okay, I'm back. About to burn my pizza. So let me go back here. There's the letter that you got. You know, everybody, if you ordered the Boba Fett, you got to ship the Boba Fett, and you got the piece of paper that says, sorry, the rocket doesn't shoot off. And they was going to let you send it back and get another figure. But who would do that, right? One other interesting, I found this video that I didn't know was with the Mattel recall is you sent the rocket back and they sent you a free Hot Wheels car. Well, it seems odd. I mean, you trade a missile for a Hot Wheels car, I guess, but looks like they were throwing you a Battlestar Galactica figure or something that went along with Battlestar Galactica, being that's what you was sent back. But here's my closing. See, I haven't really done one of these as a voiceover with a tag of me talking to the camera at the end and the beginning, but definitely something I probably would work on doing more of. Like I said, I like doing voiceovers when it's a lot more information needed. And when it's just cutting up and talking to the camera, it's a lot easier than trying to remember all these notes and points that I have to hit. And there's the logo. Anyway, thank you, Patreon supporters. You're a big help. Thank you for your support. It means a lot to me. I want to throw this commentary up there, and I'm going to try to do at least one thing every weekend for you guys just on Patreon. So let me know if you like the commentaries, the bloopers, or anything else. Let me know. Thanks for watching. Thanks again for your support, and we'll be back again with another video.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.